He's a British Muslim rap artist, an award-winning British actor and screenwriter who converted to Islam in 2002. We are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a big hand to Muslim Belal!
Yo, yo, yo. Assalamu alaikum, Trafalgar Square, London. How we doing? Yeah. Are we good? Yeah. I've just arrived, so I'm not sure how the vibe is. So can we do a little something so you can show me what your energy today is like? Is that cool? Yeah. Yeah? I want to test your energy. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to respond by saying yeah, yeah, and put your hands in the air, yeah? Yeah. I want to see who's in front of me today. If you're under the age of 10 years old, put your hands up and say yeah, yeah. Okay, so we've got a few youngsters in the crowd. If you're between the age of 10 and 16, put your hands up and say, yeah, yeah. If you're between the age of 17 and 22, hands up, say, yeah, yeah. That's the difficult ages. So I know there's more than that, but they just didn't want to make no noise. They thought it was too cool. If you're between the ages, the ones who really think they're the coolest, between 23 and 28, hands up and say, yep, yep! Okay, okay, you're dominating, Okay, the actual coolest years, the best years, the ones I fall into, between the age of 29 and 39, hands up, say, yep, yep! We're winning. Right, if you're over 40 years old, keep your hands down, we don't want no injuries. Okay. I'm joking, if you're over 40 years old, hands up, say, yeah, yeah. Alhamdulillah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Now, it's beautiful for me to be here in Trafalgar Square performing as an Eid festival. Who fasted the month of Ramadan? Hands up, say, yeah, yeah. And we have some guests with us, some non-Muslims who didn't fast the month of Ramadan but are here to enjoy. Hands up, yeah, yeah. Amazing, it's a pleasure to have you. Now, it's religion I wasn't born in. I was raised as a Christian, another beautiful religion, but I converted to Islam when I was 19 years old. The best decision I ever made in my life. Really changed my life a lot. And one of the things I loved is, I've travelled all around the world and met different Muslims with different features, but they're like a mirror reflection of me. So like Malaysia, Australia, South Africa, Tunisia, Dubai, everywhere, Nigeria, Gambia. So I want to see where you guys are from before I tell my story, which is in a poetic style about my conversion from the streets to Islam as a Jamaican. So I want to know where you guys are from first. Anyone here from the Caribbean? Hands up, say yeah, yeah. Only a couple. Anyone from North Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt? Hands up, yeah, yeah. Okay, do we have anyone here from East Africa, Somalia, Eritrea? Hands up, yeah, yeah. Kenya. Okay, Pakistan. Wow. Bangladesh. Can't say Pakistan without saying Bangladesh. There's a little rivalry there. Okay, where else do we have? Do we have anyone from Iraq? Anyone from Turkey? Okay, if I haven't mentioned you, where you're from, call it out to me so I know. Where are you from, guys? I didn't hear and I didn't understand. Okay, so listen. I'm going to start. We've warmed up. Has anyone heard of Muslim Belal before? Has anyone heard me perform live before? Hands up, yeah. So I like to tell my story of how I converted from the streets to Islam, raised in South London, not far from here. And when I was growing up, I was interested in crime. I used to watch the rap stars on TV, and I used to be in my room because we never had much money, and I used to watch them, and I see these guys with Cuban cigars, Hawaiian shirts, beautiful clothing on a yacht in Miami or something, driving around, women in bikinis, and they're rapping like, I'm big pimpin', spending G's, it's just a jigger man, Pimp C. And I used to think, wow, I want to be just like these guys when I grow up. These are my role models. So I used to be in my room with my string vest, my pajamas. I used to roll up a bus pass, put it in my mouth, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm big pimpin', spending Jesus. But the truth is I wasn't. This was just a dream. And I chased money until I received it, and I felt an emptiness. I felt a huge emptiness no matter what I achieved. So I started thinking, what else would make me happy if this is not the true purpose in life? And then I started researching and reading. I found out about this religion. And I admit, when I first thought about Islam, I thought, that ain't for me. Why do those women dress like that? Why are those men like that? And look at what I've seen in the news. Look at all these attacks. Nah, that religion ain't for me. And my mum was like, you're reading about Islam, you're not going to turn one of those crazy Muslims, are you? I said, no, mum, don't worry. But the more I read, my heart was warming to it, because I was thinking, this is actually a beautiful religion, though. This is peaceful. These people are lovely, these are amazing. I'm reading about these companions, the Sahabas, and I was attracted. So I made that conversion from the streets to Islam, and one of my first pieces was a bit like this. I'm a Muslim, I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam, salamu alaikum. I'm a Muslim, I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam, salamu alaikum. So, I want you guys to help me start that first piece by helping me out. When I say something, you're going to repeat after me in time and with a rhyme. Is that okay? Alright, let's go. I'm a Muslim, I love Islam. When I see my brother, I hold out my palm, embrace with a hug, and greet with salam. Salamu alaikum. No. None of you guys studied, went madrasa. When I say Salamu alaikum, you respond with Wa alaikum salam. Okay, one more time. Energy, let's go. I'm a Muslim, I love Islam. When I see my brother, I hold out my palm, embrace with a hug, and greet with salam. Salamu alaikum. Thank you. So before I go into my track, I'm going to perform this piece which is called The Streets to Islam, my journey, in a poetic style. Bismillah. You see, I'm a Muslim, I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam, salamu alaikum. I'm a Muslim, I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam, salamu alaikum. And this is amazing. Look at where I am today. This ain't what I was raised amongst, are called, it's the chosen way. I used to go into my church every Sunday. My mum was cooking rice and peas, listening to reggae. I was a typical bad boy, typical black household. I walk with my jeans low, face like I own the road. Before there was no hope, I used to make a lot of dough. When they asked me, what's your purpose in this life, I said, I don't know. A few books, a few months, a lot of reading. New season, it brings a new way of thinking. I reason when a Muslim is speaking, I listen. I smile because of the beauty I found in this religion. This is what was missing, the final piece of the puzzle, starting to make sense now. Before was all muddled, I was stuck in the jungle, blind like a bat. Now I see quite clear, it's a laugh, and for that he brought me the facts. Now the boy from the flats is the boy who laid his head down on the mat. It's as simple as that. And now that I found Islam, inshallah, I'ma never turn back. See, I was on the outside looking in, a ghetto child lingering, thinking, should I take it now? Thoughts were just wavering. Will it make my daddy proud? What am I gonna say to him? Can I go back to my house? Mommy, I'm a Muslim. How's she gonna take it down? How they gonna take it in? Will I end up kicked out? Will I get a kick in? I don't know what to do. I gotta plan my next move. I wanted to take Shahada soon. I really gotta think it through. You see, what's right for me I had to do. I live for me and not for you. I don't believe that is true. Things I see in the news, it's my choice, I'ma choose. I ain't got nothing to lose. This is the religion, the truth. Read the books, found the proof. Ismail came to me, sat me down and said to me, what's your purpose in life? It just was like a game to me. I would think occasionally, Ismail was right, I need to fix up my life. Tonight could be my last night. Just before the summer year 2002, my mind's already had a wonder, now it's time to make a move. I'm in my way down to the stews where I link up with my crew, sitting on a single chair, running my fingers through my hair. I said, yo, it's your Phil, is your older brother here? Thankfully he says, yeah, Ismail was downstairs. He'll be up in a minute, he's having a word with his mother. He comes up, I tell him I want to take my shahada. He looks at me and smiles, I stand up, receive a hug. He said, I see you as a friend, and more I look you like a bruv. See, I could feel the love, no longer feeling lost. He said, take off your cross and take a drive to New Cross. I met my Uncle Yasser and his brothers from all over. They said, it's time to leave the ghetto life way over your shoulder. I said, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. There's no true God except Allah, Muhammad is his messenger. You see, it's mad cause I ain't going church no more, I'm going Jummah. Friday, Stretton Mosque, Mumtaz and the Qutbah. I wanted to get the front row, I had to get it early. He read the prayer in Arabic, I understood it barely. I really got to learn quick, got myself a teacher. Then I went to Egypt to learn the language better. Feeling all emotional, I wrote my mum a letter. In Egypt feeling lonely, wanted to find myself a lover. I tried to get married, I suffered a bit of racism. He said she couldn't be with me because my parents were Jamaican. I said, hey, but I still pray and I fast in Ramadan. He said, there's no daughter of mine if you marrying this black man. I said, okay, cool, I'ma make a prayer for you. And you know what, brother, just make a prayer for me too. I'm just happy I'm a Muslim. I came from the streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam. Salamu alaikum. You see, my mom always tried her best to make sure my son was focused. My mom always had a smile no matter how slow I progressed. Mum would always say, my son, he's the best. And Mum never let me forget, this life was just a test. When I was raised in Christianity, I used to go to church. Mum would drop me off to school, then she'd rush off to work. Mum saw her son change when I turned 19. She still loved me the same when I converted to this thing. She just started asking questions. Son, why are you doing that? I said, Mum, sit with me, watch a DVD of Ahmed Didat. And slowly but surely, Mum would recognize the truth and appreciate the change that I made since my youth. She knew I was flying away, she wanted to spend the day together. This is our moment, we went to the mosque together. It was enough to make me smile. Look at my mum with a hair cover. And then she broke the news, she wanted to take her shahada. Say Allahu Akbar. You see, obviously, I love Allah the most in this dunya. And then I love the Prophet and his sunnah. But after my love for Islam, comes the love for my mother. So now I say, mother, when I die, don't cry. Pray for me at my janazah. Why? I believe in a life that goes on beyond the sky. I'm trying to get there while I'm here still alive. And yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think that I will be able to lead the things that I've done before. But now they see me in the street, they say, Belal, how's it going? I replied, alhamdulillah, it's going fine. The grass is greener on the other side. These women are more cleaner and these men are more polite. I love my new family, I love my new life. Now I can smile even if I die tonight. But if I die tonight, tell my mother don't cry. Pray for me at my janazah. Why? I believe in a life that goes on beyond the sky. I'm trying to get there while I'm here still alive. Who Allah guides, nobody can misguide. Who Allah misguide, nobody can guide. I can relate to that. Raised up in a council flat. Who would have thought them days that I'll be praying on this mat? In school my teacher asked me, what do you know about Islam? I looked in my teacher's face, I said, that's a city in Pakistan. She looked at me and laughed. Now when I think about my past, I say my present is a blessing, and I said alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You see, because I remember coming home late from the parties, intoxicated with champagne. I didn't really have love for anybody. I was a bad boy with a bad name. Now it's my job to tell my story. Alhamdulillah, I came a long way from them streets to Islam. Now salam is what we say. And the day after took my shahada, subhanallah, that was a Friday. Brothers picked me up to take me to Juma. We got there late and they started to pray. He whispered to me, follow my lead. I didn't understand a word that they say. I thought he was confused like me till he opened his mouth and he said, Ameen. Then he raised his hands and we went to our knees, then we raised back up, then we went to the floor, then we raised back up, then we went to the floor. Now this is confusing me for sure, but I didn't give up. Now I understand. You're looking at a proud Muslim man and I want to go and live in a Muslim land, take a Muslim wife, buy a Muslim and have some Muslim kids. I got Muslim plans, alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim man. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim man. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim man. Woo! You see, it's